Hello and welcome to Chronic Pain and Beauty, or Beauty and Chronic Pain. Hello and welcome to Beauty and Chronic Pain. Now I'm trying something different using my phone to record and a clamp stand, so if anything looks weird, you know why. I'm doing this in the early-ish evening. I'm going to do an eye look that I wore on Saturday night, so let's call this date night makeup. And we're going to get really close so you can see everything. Let's get started. As you might notice as well, my hair is more red thanks to my fabulous hairdresser. Hi Beth. My t-shirt as well is from Primark, because I know people might wonder. Look at that. The friend says, "You're always so dramatic." Me. No, I'm not. Also me. Pocahontas painting with all the colours of the wind. On top of a mountain, staring into the distance, feeling deep. Yeah, so onto the makeup. I've done the usual prep, exfoliated my face, toned it, moisturised, and used sun protection today because it is 21 degrees today, I believe. So yeah, it's kind of sweat season, which is not good for your makeup. I'm going to start by prepping my eye area with a concealer to get rid of any discoloration from like veins and stuff, and also to try to soak up any oils. I'm going to start by using the Benefit Boi-ing concealer, the industrial strength one in the colour number 3. I'm just going to pat that on with my finger because, you know, why not use fingers? If you see me looking down, it's because that's where my mirror is. I think it's probably better to look in the mirror a little bit, not just the camera. Now this look I wore was actually requested that I make up by my friend Ashley. Hi Ash. So yeah, of course I'm happy to oblige. If anybody else has anything they'd like to see, let me know. I've got a skincare video coming up soon as well, also requested by Ashley. Girl, you have got my back. I don't know why I said it like that, but it's true, she does have my back. So yeah, just give yourself a nice base to even out any colour discoloration, and it gives the eyeshadow something to stick to. Now unfortunately, because it's so hot, I feel like, you know, you're worried that the makeup's gonna just sink in and disappear into your bloodstream or something. And I hope that doesn't happen because this is not cheap. It's not that expensive, but it's not cheap either. The second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try actually a proper eye primer that I bought a little while ago and forgot about. Now this is a white colour, so it should make the subsequent makeup pop, really pop, and that's what we want. So this is the eye primer. It's by L'Oreal, and it just says it's an eyeshadow base, number 100. I guess 100 is the colour. Let's see, it's got a doe foot applicator, it's very small, which is fine. See what that does. Well, it doesn't come out white, which is interesting, and sort of makes it a bit pointless. Ooh. So I should show you that. It just made the concealer come off. So yeah, that was pointless. I will pick that up later. Oh, look at that. I'm not happy with that. But anyway, on to the actual eye makeup. I started by taking a Real Techniques medium shadow brush. You don't have to use this one. Can you see it says medium shadow? Oh, look at that focus. Phone is so much better than that camera. You want a fluffy-ish brush to get like your base going. I'm trying to just remember exactly the colours I used last time. Did I use this? I'm sure I did. Anyway, so sorry, I'm using the Soft Glam palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I hate how it picks up like smudges. I don't know what to clean it with because it's like a suede material, I'd say. I don't want to ruin it. So yeah, we come in and this eye colour was very pink. So I'm going to start by using a pink base. I'm trying to think of the exact... I feel like I used this palette, but looking at it now, I'm like, did I use this? I used pink for, what was it? Hold on. Oh my gosh. Now, see, I thought, let me get the palette ready, so I'd have to wander into the living room where I keep most of my makeup. I thought, yeah, I was prepared, but I wasn't, because my brain is slow. So anyway, I actually used this Sample Beauty palette. They do really good palettes. They're all really duplicates of expensive ones. I'm not sure which this one is a dupe of, but I got a really good one, which is a dupe of a Morphe palette. So this actual palette is Kismet. Look at those colours. Look at that. So beautiful. Some of them are foiled, so that means they're more shimmery. Some are matte. This is definitely the palette I used, because there's all the pinks in it. Like, what was I thinking? Okay, so let's get a base colour, which was, let me show you. So I used this pink one here, which is actually a bit shimmery. Normally people use like a matte shade for the base, but I'm a rebel and I just really wanted to use this colour, so let's get a nice sweep along the lid. Now, one of the reasons we do eyeshadow makeup sometimes is because if you're working with glitters, you'll get fallout, so it'll land on your cheeks and down here, and that's not usually a good look, or that's not what people want. Now I bring this colour quite high because I have hooded eyes, so that means when I do eye makeup it will look so good, and then I look up in a mirror and I realise you can't see anything because of this part of my brow is a bit lower than some people have. You have less lid space to work with. So let's have a look at that. Bomb. That's pretty. Wow, my face looks shiny. I'm trying to look neutral rather than down or up, and you can see that colour all the way up here close to the brow bone, so it's visible, which is good. That's all we want. We want it to be visible. Now, after using this soft brush in that colour, the next thing I did is got a more densely packed brush. This one is from Revolution. It's just a flat eyeshadow brush, and I wrote the name of it on the pencil because I knew I'd forget in Sharpie, and that did not make it, that kind of ruined the prettiness, but what can I say? What can I say? I just wanted to know what it was. This was long before I even thought about having a YouTube channel. So then I go in with a darker colour, another dark pink. I chose, I believe, this one right here. We'll get that. This one right here. Excuse the smudges on the mirror. And so I dip my brush in that colour, swirl it around softly, a bit more than that because that did not come, there we go, you can see that on the brush now. And I wanted to do a halo, no, a crease cut, so I did a bit of this in the edge and the outer third. Just lightly pat it because you don't want to hurt your eye. Don't forget, delicate skin, delicate eyes. And just build that up a little. I'm just going to do one eye for now. and then you bring the same colour over the top of your crease. I use this brush. You could switch to a crease brush, but I think this one works pretty well in the socket, using wind wiper motions backwards and forwards, and just build up that colour. I'm actually looking as well. I was looking on my phone, which went somewhere. Oh, I'm recording with my phone. Oh, that's embarrassing. I was looking at the picture so I could remember exactly what I did the other day. But I just embarrassed myself because I didn't have that. Now, I remember when I did this, I thought, oh, that's not really showing up that dark. So I think I used a darker pink. Is that where the soft glam palette came in? So difficult to remember. I wish I could look at the colour, like the photo of me wearing it the other night. Oh, if it's not exactly the same, it's not exactly the same. So no, we won't use that palette. Still in the Kismet palette. What I'm going to do is use this purple shade, which is very shimmery. It's not as dark as it looks a little bit. I've got a couple of lights on in here, but I'm not sure how well that's translating on the camera. Same brush again, into my crease, to just make the crease stand out a little bit more. You can also wet your brush. That looks more pink to me than purple, but it's pretty and it's vibrant enough without it being like in the face. Vibrant, a punch in the face. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm gonna move on to the next stage, which was, I believe, to get a concealer and use it to actually cut the crease. So in order to do that, I use a very small brush. Was it this one? No, but this is a precision smudge brush, so yeah, that's not gonna work. Oh yeah, it was definitely this one. This is one from, no, it's not this one because it's got gold in it. Okay, a detailer brush from Real Techniques. Let's have a look at that. Can you see those bristles? You can see there's a tiny bit of concealer on it. So then, yeah, I used the Fit Me concealer from Maybelline. You can see I've used this a lot. It's very well loved, and this is the number 20. And then I just took the doe foot applicator, put a little bit on. I just remembered I actually didn't use this concealer the other day. I did use the industrial strength one. It shouldn't make any difference. Slightly different formulation. This is a little creamier, but it'll have the same effect. So then you just go on the crease where you want your cut crease to go. Gently, gently, gently. And then, you know, you build it up as much as you need with concealer. Just use a little bit for now, make it a little bit opaque. And then what I do, because I've got hooded eyes, is look up, and then it'll show you if the colour is going to transfer. I think that colour bit wasn't there before, so, you know, I've got the shape I need and the line to be where I need it to be. So then I go in like this, and you just fill all this space in with the concealer. The reason you do this is to make the colour you use next really pop and not be overwhelmed by the previous tone. Apparently this technique is really famous for Instagram, and apparently real makeup artists don't do this, but I'm not a real makeup artist. I did, you might remember in a previous video me saying that I did level 2 beauty therapy, and a little bit of level 3. I had to stop because it was just damaging my body and my pain was out of control. Just fill that all in, make sure I've covered all the pink underneath. I wanted to come out a little bit because I think I tried to do a little bit of a wing liner. Now, if you want to use the same brushes that you've used before, but you've got product on it, what I do is I have this little wipe thing, cloth, from Magnetone. It's a little pink one. And all you do is you get your brush, swirl it on there, and it picks up the colour from the brush. It's not perfect, but it's clean enough to go into a different colour and fill it in, correct that. So that concealer, actually, I like to let it dry a little bit. It's a little bit tacky. A little bit's come off my finger. Put it under my eye. Probably shouldn't do that. Oh, so hot. Just hydrate. Raspberry lemonade from Greg's. And then I went in with, I remember I went in with a colour from this, but I was looking at the colours from this and I thought, that's not what I want in my crease. And then I had to think, do I want a gold? Do I want a pinky gold? I knew I wanted gold. So this is where I went into the Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm just taking this brush from Studio London. It's definitely an eye brush, can't remember exactly which one. And I went in with the rose pink from the Soft Glam palette. Picked some of that, tapped it gently because a lot comes out. And then just pat it on the eye, because then that packs the colour without smudging anything else or disturbing any other makeup. And then you just fill in the area that you lightened with concealer. And this has a lot of fallout. I don't know if you can see it falling down on my face. It doesn't help that my face is a little sweaty as well. What can you do? Let's fill that all in. Can you see that glitter drop in there? That looks pretty. See, because it's quite a subtle colour change in my opinion between the pink in the crease and this pink. I remember thinking that, is this vibrant enough? Is it going to change? But I didn't want it to be too vibrant that I felt self-conscious in a bad way when I went out. I'm sure I mixed a little bit of the bronze from this palette as well. I'm going to use this brush that came with the set from Studio. It's brand new brushes, by the way. I got this set with this and like 12 other pieces from Superdrug for £4.99. So you can see this bronze colour here, which has been well used. I took a little bit of that and packed that over the top to give the pink a bit more gold. And that is a beautiful wash of colour. That's pretty. And then I remember I got the brush I used, the flat brush. No, a crease brush actually. Did I get a crease brush ready? No. Now what I'm going to do is get the Precision Smudge brush. I got the pink from the Kismet palette. And then oh yeah, so this is this pink here. Fortunately I don't have the exact shade number, but it's this one here. Did they put the name? No, they just got the ingredients. I'm not sure if they have it on the website, because I remember seeing that they were going to discontinue palettes, which is why I got this. I think it was like £15 or less than 15. So yeah, I just wanted to emphasize the colour in the crease a bit more, because some of the gold got on it. And I mixed it with that purple to try and make it pop. Is it popping? I remember thinking this colour looks like, you know, when you get a pinky sunset. Red sky at night, shepherd's delight, as they say. That's what it makes me think of. Just put a little bit in the corner. Bring that right along the crease, and that is what I did. It's a very soft crease, look. I think, oh, sorry, I can just feel myself sweating, and it's very uncomfortable. Also, my obliques are hurting. That's like the back, but like the sides of my spine. I saw the chiropractor today for an adjustment, and the pain that I get in my obliques, I get it when I first wake up. Apparently that's to do with my pelvis tilting, trying to compensate from the pain that I get from my back. So yeah, then I just brushed the excess off here. Not excess, the glitter on the fallout. And then I used an eyeliner. It was the Vivid Brights one from NYX. This is the NYX Vivid Bright, Vivid Petal is the colour. I sharp nib, and then I just I'm just looking down in the mirror. Try to build that up. It's very vivid, as you can see, but that's pretty. Now to do the same on the other eye. And as you can see, I did the second eye and the rest of my makeup. Did the usual foundation, concealer, spot conceal, as well as under the eyes. A bit of contour to brown me up a bit there, the usual on the forehead. Blush, of course, and I went with a strong red lip. Because I wanted to go pink, but I thought it might be too pink. And yes, I know I haven't done my brows. But that's because straight after this, I'm gonna record a brow video, and I'm too lazy to put it on and then take it off. Just thought my contour looks a bit, maybe not as blended as it should be. Probably should be a little stronger down here. I look really pale, but what can you do? So there's oh, did I say highlight? I did highlight. There's the finished look. Let me know what you think. Thanks again to my friend Ashley for telling me to recreate it. I think this actually looks better than the one I did on the day, but let's practice. It makes perfect, and I look semi-perfect. So there we go, and join me again soon here on Beauty and Chronic Pain. Thank you. I will list down below the brands of makeup I used for everything else if you're curious, and a link to the sample beauty. Sorry I'm so fidgety, I am just bezoiling. Not boiling, bezoiling, and that's enough of my close-up face. This is me and Pocahontas saying goodbye.